Hey, almost perfect. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Welcome to the Mystery Knife, the multi-Mystery Knife giveaway live event. As the title suggests, we have four of the mystery pouches left. One of those knives is definitely a premium knife. One of the ultra premiums has not been found. But rest assured that anything that you could possibly win tonight is very cool. So, oh man, look at that. RGB is reflecting perfectly off of the Rotten Evo. That's just wonderful. I'm going to leave that one right where it is and just kind of scoot these around real quick and try and get them in an optimal viewing position. It's very obviously viewing quality and audio quality is very important to me, as you can tell. We're very up to date here on the Metal Complex YouTube channel. It is 2023 after all, so we have quality note cards that definitely have not been being used for the last 2 years. I don't want to move that. It looks so good. All right. Any review of the Civivi Sentinel Strike coming? Yes. Yes. It is definitely coming. It's been recorded and it's on the way. That we can't see that. I gotta move this. I'm sorry. Even if it messes up the reflectivity. Yeah, it did a little bit. That's okay. It's still you still can't see that card. We gotta move it. We gotta move it a little more. I should have had everything just a little bit more to the right. I always have a few people confused on how to enter, so it's really important that these cards are visible. I just can't get it. I'm so stupid. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Get in there. All right. How's everybody doing? Good? Is the link up? Yes, it should be. Can I get a confirmation? It should. The first link should say, enter here, live participation required, which, as you might have guessed, live participation is absolutely required tonight. What's the top right? That's my new Voodoo from Knoll Knives, which is spectacular. Holy crap. Who else is flipping their Voodoo tonight? God, that knife is so good. Man, Knoll Knives is gonna bless us with like ridiculously excellent designs for quite a while. I mean, if you look into his background, wasn't he engineer? The guy from Knoll Knives? Knoll Knives he just like jumped into the knife scene and released nothing but excellence. Just immediately. The bottom right is the new Max Ace Goliath, which is a nearly 10-inch knife. This new version is titanium bolsters, G10 with titanium liners and a steel lock bar insert, and then San Mai SLD Magic. This is a large boy. It is also fully flat ground and an excellent slicer, and I mean excellent. It's really not all that thick, for me. It's a big, heavy-duty, super slicey beast. Yeah, it's a sword. It's a sword. Is there a way to lock the brightness with, probably not. I probably can't lock the brightness. This is the problem with zooming out this far, is that it just doesn't... You know what I should probably do? Let me do this. Let me undo these RGBs on the fan, because I wonder if the light that's reflecting off the one of the knives has something to do with the brightness going up and down. It's probably my shadows moving around. The camera just does not... Look at that. The camera has no idea what to do with the brightness. Just stay. Stupid phone. What do I think of the new Flightanium Arcade? I'll tell you when it gets here. I got one coming. I had no less than 50 of you say, what do you think of the arcade? And I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that Demco was collaborating with Flightanium, so I messaged him. I was like, hey, like 50 people told me, and Flightanium was like, yeah, that's, sorry, our bad. We actually meant to send you one. So there's one coming. I'll tell you guys what I think. It looks awesome. Hey, there's Lucifer and his trade. A lot of you guys wondered what I traded the green XM for. Lucifer traded me his auto XM18 3.5 inch, so I finally have one of those. Lucifer, that knife is absolutely perfect, and I love it. Thank you. He says, there's my auto. Wait, never mind. The green monster is in the pocket, glowing like a son of a gun. Sorry to make everyone jealous. Dude, Lucifer, I bet you thought, like, okay, like, he made that video, but there's no way it actually glows that intense. But, for real, how intense does that thing glow? It's, like, I wondered if I was going to get radiation poisoning from that thing. That thing glows so bright. I don't know what Hinder did with that scale, but that thing absolutely shines. It's ridiculous. I'm going to miss that one, man. That was a cool knife. Thank you, Scott Crowell. I appreciate that. Thank you. You can't see it from here? Yeah. You might think you're seeing the northern lights tonight. No, it's just Lucifer standing outside with that thing glowing on full blast. You can't comment on the giveaway video. Is anybody else having trouble commenting on the giveaway video? I need to make sure that that works. No. No issues, no. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, buddy. Click that first link in the description. Just click on it and then just leave a comment under it. That's all you can do. Okay. Damn, ratioed. I'm just kidding. There's something fishy going on your end. Maybe just like close your browser out and refresh the live stream. Click back into the description there, and you'll be good. Flip the Herman. Would you guys like to see that Herman? Because let me tell you, between this guy, and this guy, let me point those out again. This one, and this one were all paid for at the same time. I am in pain. I'm in pain. And you might be thinking, you're a YouTuber, you can afford it. Listen, I really am in recovery mode. If you want to know, ask my patrons, because I literally just sold 25 knives on Patreon. 25. Yeah. I'm in recovery mode. I cannot afford that just out of my pocket. Yeah. So, let me show you my new Herman. And I can't touch it, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. This is some pretty nasty black Timascus. It's like almost magma. Dark red, dark orange, and gray. All right, and you can see the contrast there, what's happening. Oh, please don't drop this. That would just be terrible. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's Balbach. Balmac Damast. And no, I'm not like trying to like be funny. That's actually how we pronounce this. Balbach Damast. That is mirror polished, perfect sequence. That pattern is ridiculous. That is a full custom Mantis, and absolutely one of the most beautiful Hermans that I have ever seen. I cannot touch this. I mean, I can touch it, but here's the thing: if you touch it, these are dulled colors for black Timascus, and it like almost turns it brown. So in order to get any color, you can see if they polish it, the pocket clip is polished, and this is what it would look like without the polishing. But I like the darkness on this because it really looks, it almost looks like lava. Balbach. B-A-L-B-A-C-H. I cannot believe those guys don't have more followers on Instagram. Follow Balbach, B-A-L-B-A-C-H, Damast, D-A-M-A-S-T, on Instagram, and look at their work. It is ridiculous. This is like premium imagine like ultra premium Damasteel, but then like the patterns are all perfect. I have 2 knives made of Balbach Damask now, and it is ridiculous. If you want perfectly patterned Damascus, that's easy to, I mean, like, you know, like makers can polish it. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. When knife guys cross paths, we should lightsaber battle with our pocket clips. Yeah, we'll call it the death of secondary value. Battle Royale. What did Conrad say? You said, I think you can buy 5 with that. Let's go back to what Conrad said so I can get context. Well, I don't know. I can't see him. I don't know what he said. It was expensive. Thoughts on the Wraith? It's cool. I really hope that the action breaks in a little more. So I've handled a Wraith. This is the V3, which is an integral, and this has to be outside of. There's one over here that I've yet to review, but this is one of the least expensive integrals that's USA made, and it's great. I think the action has a lot to do with how thick the blade is. Like, I mean, because it's definitely flying out there. It's not the most perfectly smooth action in the world, and the disengagement is a little rough because of how. Look at this. That is a minefield right here. But the knife definitely is well made, for sure. But it's just really impressive that they managed to do this level of integral for, I think it was like 600 and something. That's a lot of money, but it's a US integral. The detent track is where the roughness is, yeah. I imagine that'll smooth out over time, as it usually does. Thoughts on the Boker Flipper? Yeah, this is so if you guys don't know, Blade HQ sent me this. This is a Boker Kalashnikov, but it's a button lock. And you know what? It's pretty good. Still has a little bit of, it's the same thing as the autos. It's still got a little bit of up and down play, but I've tested this and it will not disengage. So if you like the Boker Kalashnikov look, but you're like, oh, well, I can't own an auto, here you go. D2, aluminum, $60. Not bad. One of the most beat into the ground knives I've ever seen is my buddy's Boker Kalashnikov that is 13 years old. It's an automatic, and he has beat the shit out of that knife. Sorry if you have kids watching. It's fine. The Boker Kalashnikov is not a joke. Those things are plenty tough. And well deserving of the name Kalashnikov. How do I like the Sin? It's pretty cool. It's got a wild blade shape. Look at all those lumps. Wicked little Wharncliffe, and very, very well done. Very straightforward, right? LMAX steel, which is cool. We don't see enough LMAX. But yeah, I like the Sin. Oh, we got a donation. I think I missed a couple, actually. Goku, what's up, man? Saving for a more expensive knife. Should I get an entry Herman or an entry Shiro? And which one in your opinion? The entry Shiros are incredibly well priced. And the entry Hermans are also well priced. That's really tough. If you want a full-size knife, you have more options with an entry-level Herman. The overall quality between the two is indistinguishable. You just need to pick the aesthetic style that speaks to you the most. A lot of S words in there. I'm stuttering around it. The only full-size like entry Shiro that I can think of that's going to be like reasonably competitive, that's not like close to or over $1,000, is the Quantum Ursus, which is a great buy. So if the Quantum Ursus speaks to you aesthetically, go with the Ursus because it's really great. The Ursus is awesome. That is the full-size Shiro that people should start with. Unless you can somehow find an F95. Is it the NL? I can't remember. The more budgety version. Right? When I say budget, I still mean well over $600. But versus that, though, and the best entry-level Herman, in my opinion, is the entry Herman Slim, which is not easy to find. But if you can find a base M398 Herman Slim, that's about as good as you can get. You can find one of those bad boys for between $600 and $700. That's the way to go. That is such a cool knife. Blame Dexter, you are now breathing manually. Don't do that to me, Blame Dexter. Why? Why? At least donate if you're going to make me aware. You ass. Have you ever thought of buying a custom hinder? Yeah, sure, if I could ever get my hands on. Those are so rare, man, and like, you can't even request them anymore. I've talked to Rick about that, and he's like, nah, bro, you'll have to get in line like everybody else. Can't blame a guy for trying, right? Ryan, tempted to buy the full dress Herman Ovium. The Ovium is definitely cool. I'm having a Herman made. I requested a specific build that they have not done yet, and it was based on everything that I have handled. And so we'll see how that ends up. It'll probably be a bit. Are mid-level steels making their way into budget knives? Yes. I mean, if you like, I think the ultimate mid-level steel is 154 cm. Excuse me, and that's absolutely making its way into budget territory. But we have to remember, even steels like 20 CV are really borderline. I mean, we've seen some sub $90 knives from companies like Kershaw, who usually do a fairly good heat treat for like 20 CV. You know, like. So, I don't know. I mean, it won't be long. It won't be long until we start seeing stuff like that in budget territory. You like the stitch? Me too. I have thoroughly enjoyed that. And I really thought, like, after just a couple of days and the stress of doing the knife sales on Patreon, which, by the way, I still have a lot more. I think I have at least 15 more knives to sell on Patreon before that knife is paid off. And so if you needed a reason to join my Patreon and you didn't know what I do there, I sell stuff for incredible discounts. And I would venture to guess there are a few people watching live tonight who scored some pretty cool knives from my my Patreon sales. I don't screw around there. I go for instant sales, meaning I price things to sell immediately. And that's what we do there. So if you want to join, you can join for $1 a month if you want to. It's not very expensive. Or you can not do that and just keep enjoying my content for free. That's perfectly fine. You'll still have access to the free giveaways that I do here on the channel. Blame Dexter gifted 5 Metal Complex memberships. Thank you for making me breathe manually. Appreciate that. Yeah, $75 on a Kershaw for 20 CV, you know? The Patreon link is in the description. I will plug it at least one more time. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I will definitely plug it. I got to pay off that stitch. Are there any patrons in here tonight that got one of my knives from the knife sale? And if so, have you received it? Because everything is shipped. A lot of the knives that you see me review on the channel recently will end up in those knife sales. Hey, we got a few of you. Awesome. Good. Yeah, there's some people in here that have got some. And NFK20 gifted a membership. Thank you very much. You got both? Yeah, a couple of people scored multiple. There was one guy that was so fast, I think he ended up with like 4 knives. Usually the discounts are 30 to 50% off retail. So I try to give pretty major discounts. And some of them are rare. Gabriel Guzman, thanks for your donation. Why are most knives coming S30V/S35V in steel? Looking at the Manix 2, Shaman, Demco 8020, don't see many options. Here's why. It's because those are super steels that perform very well and are incredibly balanced. So they cater to a massive, massive audience. Spyderco's S30V is probably some of the best S30V on the market, and it's not just because of the geometry of the blade, it's because Spyderco will heat treat that thing into God mode. If you're getting S30V on like a Manix 2 or something like that, that Manix 2 is going to outperform the vast majority of, you know, regular production M390. I guarantee it. I'd put an S30V Manix 2 up against most of the M390 on the market. And I guarantee you, most people in this chat who have used knives extensively will back that statement up. S30V on a Spyderco is absolute beast mode, and so is S35VN, Spy 27, S45VN. Yeah, it's beast mode. Spyderco does not screw around. And if you needed a reason to jump into Spyderco and you're like, I hate how they look, they're so ugly, try using one of their knives. They're monsters. Yeah, it's out now, so everybody knows what I spent on the stitch, right? I made that short. If you want to see, man, that short made a lot of people mad. I mean, not people who watch my content regularly, just people who like casually scroll through shorts. This stitch was $6,300, and the general consensus is there's no way it's worth that, and that's fine. But you have to understand, the stitch is a dream knife for me. And this is black frag, black DLC mirror polished cracked ice, and then the titanium, the DLC titanium. I mean, this is essentially a perfect stitch for me. This is what I was after. And it also has 6 tritium inserts, which I'll actually show off here real quick. You can see there. Should we turn the lights all the way off? Piece of junk. Oh, I gotta turn the other light. Sorry. I got 2 switches here. And we can see that tritium definitely glows bright. Underneath, one under there, one on this side too. Should we reflect the RGBs in the mirror? I don't know why, I'm just really amused by that. All right. I'm not giving away the Marfion Custom. No. The giveaway knives are all in mystery pouches, and they're off screen right now. That's mine. That's one of my newer acquisitions. Dude, I don't know, man. Tritium prices are so weird, and apparently it's like hard to find. I don't know. Scales for the Urban F5.5. I don't know. You know what you should do is hit up Urban EDC Supply, because that's their exclusive. They might actually sell custom scales for that, or I don't know. They're fairly like they're not like small, but they're small enough that they'll communicate with you, you know? Oh, so speaking of RGBs and computers, I know there's people in here who are going to get excited about this. There's also going to be people who have no idea what I'm talking about. And if you like video games, pay attention. I finally found a use for this absolute beast mode laptop that I bought. My laptop is a Lenovo Legion 7i. And it has a 4080, 64 gigs of RAM, and some whatever, I don't know what the Intel Core i9 processor. It's new, right? Very powerful gaming laptop. And I love it for work because it's ridiculously fast, but I haven't really pushed it. I found a reason to push it. And I know you guys are going to be able to guess. I'm going to download Starfield on this knife, or this knife, this laptop. And I'm going to dock it to my 85-inch, and I'm going to crank the graphics as much as I possibly can. I cannot wait to play Starfield. Obviously, I'm going to use an Xbox controller. I'm not interested in playing Starfield with a mouse and keyboard. But if you have not checked out Starfield, you need to. I was absolutely blown away by Starfield. Like, I did not understand the scale of that game. I had no idea. Everybody says it's going to be buggy, but there's all these reports of, like, people who have it, and they're saying bugs are either non-existent or minimal. I'm going to take it halfway, because I know that Bethesda games are buggy on launch. Even if that is the case, I mean, like, who didn't like being launched into the sky by that giant when you first played Skyrim? I thought that was a hilarious bug. Bugs don't really bother me that much. If they're game-breaking and they ruin quest lines, that's another thing. But, like, You know, people talk about immersion breaking. I don't really care about that. Like if there's like a box floating into somebody's face or something, I don't really care about that. But even if it is, the scale of that game is unbelievable. Skyrim in space. They said there will be over 1,000 fully explorable planets. And so you could imagine my skepticism thinking of Destiny, who also said like, oh, we've got explorable planets. What they meant was you can land on a certain planet and explore like a little chunk of it that's gated off. No. Bethesda said no. No, you can land on a planet and explore the entire planet. Now, the scale of the planet, I have no idea, but that's wild. Furthermore, I assumed that there was procedural generation involved with that. There is. Of the 1,000 planets, 900 will be procedurally generated. Okay, that's fine. Procedurally generated planets are still interesting. 100 planets have player-centered content. That is ridiculous. What? You could put 500 hours into this game and not scratch the surface. That's unreal. Build your own spaceship. Build your own. Apparently, you can build your own smuggling program in that game and like pirate other ships and smuggle stuff. There's economy manipulation. Build your own base. Hire your own staff. That sounds amazing. Plus, like guns and weapons and stuff like that. I saw a dude flying around with a katana. I thought that was amazing. Chris McLean, bottom middle knife with a blue collar. Oh, that's the Heretic Wraith V3 Integral. But, yeah. I'm pretty pumped. Elden Ring is big, I agree. Elden Ring is gigantic. Can you imagine, like, something like 100 times the scale, bare minimum? Because even if the planets are, like, really small to scale, we're talking about 100 times at least the explorable space. Has to be. I am getting the arcade. I was thinking about playing Baldur's Gate because I was like, okay, finally Bethesda's releasing this weird Starfield game, whatever that is. Because I was like, finish up Starfield so you can work on Elder Scrolls 6. And then I started looking into Starfield and I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this. So I'm like aggressively trying to finish up Final Fantasy XVI right now, which is really great. But I know I can beat that game in a week. I know I can. Final Fantasy XVI has been a wonderful experience so far. Very Dragon Ball Z. Holy crap, man. I love all the power-ups and the crazy fight scenes, man. They're unreal. Have I ever reviewed any Honey Badger knives? Yes, I have. Actually, Honey Badger, I need to get back with them. They actually recently reached out to showcase something. You got 50 hours in Final Fantasy 16? How long did it take you to beat the campaign? Because I was thinking I could beat Final Fantasy 16 in like 35 to 40 hours. Is it going to be more than that? Top right is the Knoll Voodoo. Fantastic. Bottom right is the Max Ace Goliath. And the new one in Titanium and SLD Magic San Mai. $35 hours for main campaign. That's what I was thinking. I am kind of flying through it, but that's how I like to play, like the newer ones. What's a knife you've always wanted but never have been able to get? Keep up the good work. It's the there's an Ultra Grail that exists that I know that I'll never get. It's a great question. Thanks for your donation. It's a custom SNG that was originally showcased on Monkey Edge, and it had knurled contoured titanium, and it was a Performance Series MSC. And if you Google hard enough, if you Google with all your might, you will find it. Stonewash textured titanium, beautiful, perfect diamond texturing, and this is an old knife. It's essentially perfect. Now, I got as close as I could with my Strider, and my Strider's an SMF. But the SNG that I saw was absolute magic. I honestly, at this point, should post a picture of it on my community tab and say, if you own this, please reach out to me. Because I think I would overpay for it. There have to be at least 10 of them in existence, I would venture to guess. Rich Campbell, thank you very much for your donation. Gifted 10 Metal Complex memberships. Rich also shipped me the extra screws, the one that was missing. And this knife has been carried a lot. So Rich Campbell gave me this knife. And I have been carrying and using this thing like crazy, and I love it. This is the Spartan Harzy. I am in love with this knife, Rich. Listen, I really can't express like how grateful I am that you gave me this. I love it, man. This is exactly the knife that I wanted, and I find myself just taking this thing out and just looking at it the same way that I did a decade ago with like my first ultra premium knife. There's something about the Spartan Harzy that's just like a perfect combination of Hinder and Chris Reeve, and it just feels so user oriented. It just screams to be used. Like some knives scream to be collected and some scream to be used, and that Spartan Harzy, man, that thing is just like, man, take me out and beat the crap out of me. That's what I'm meant for. How can you buy a knife? You can join my Patreon. That's where I sell stuff. I warn everybody when I'm going to drop stuff, and I drop things 5 at a time. And I'll let you guys know right now, things sell fairly quick because of the pricing. But I price things, I price them low enough to where they'll sell very quickly. So you can get a great deal, and you can join my Patreon for $1 a month. And every time I do knife sales, which I do them fairly often, I have to because I get a lot of stuff. But you can get a good deal on a knife. But again, like I said, or you can just not do that. You can just participate in the channel giveaways. Patreon links in the description. How often? I don't know. I got patrons in here. I would say at least every month and a half. No less frequent than once every 2 months. Here recently, I made so many purchases that I've had to sell a massive amount of knives. So in the last 2 weeks, I've sold 25 knives. I got 15 more at least to sell in the next week to week and a half. And there'll be more coming down the road because there's more stuff coming in. I can only let things pile up so long before they have to be sold because I fund my content, or the content outside of the stuff that like when I can't get something from a manufacturer, like when I have to buy something for content, like that's how I fund it. Ad revenue is not going to pay for stuff like this, Not that it's totally necessary for content, but I think it's interesting. It makes for interesting content. I don't sell hinders very often. I mean, if ever. A lot of crazy stuff, stays in my collection, but there are certainly premium knives. It's fairly common for me to sell a $200 to $300 knife. In fact, I think almost all of the knives that I sold were retailed at least $170. Some of them were over $300. Is that Vision FG Damascus? No. This is my personal user Vision FG, which gets carried a lot and actually gets used a decent amount, but that coating is holding up. This is my favorite sub $100 pocket knife, period. This is the best sub $100 pocket knife in existence. The Vision FG is so good, man. So good. It's just amazing to me that you can buy that for under $100. Civivi's best knife by a landslide. That knife will absolutely, I can't imagine what it would take to knock that out of a dedicated spot for best of 2023. Hang on, I need another Gatorade here. How FG sucks. I don't know what you mean there, Daniel. Alan, sorry. Stitch is right here. The auto stitch? The auto stitch is in the case. Trade me for one of your hinders. I got all the hinders that I have. I wanna keep. I didn't even want to let go of the green one, but Lucifer made me an offer I couldn't refuse. When he laid out that full tie auto XM, I was like, man. No, I did not change out the pocket clip on the FG. I definitely will, though. Vision FG versus Pyrite. That'd be an interesting video. So, because of how I label my knives as budget knives or non-budget, the FG is technically not a budget knife at the price. It's very close. The Pyrite is absolutely a budget knife, and it's just far enough down to where there's an argument to be made for some people. So that would actually be a pretty darn good video. Lucifer is a super cool guy, and you should definitely follow him on Instagram at the_only_Lucifer and bother him incessantly. Don't do that. Don't harass him. He's super nice. If you're actually interested in talking with him about knives, then sure. He's a really nice guy. Hey, McDonald's, I finally bought a Spyderco Shaman. Cool, man. Well, I don't understand why you call me McDonald's. Thanks for the donation. Oh, MC? Okay, there we go. And Lucifer's Blade. There he is, right there. At Lucifer, the Gold Knight, at Lucifer's Blade. He has loaned me multiple things. He's responsible for a lot of content on this channel. I bet you, Lucifer, I've generated 100,000 views from the knives that you have donated alone, or not donated, have lent me for videos. I bet that this channel has generated 100,000 views from all of the knives that you've loaned combined. That's a rough guess. It could easily be more than that. So I was more than happy to make a trade with him after, he trusted me with his stuff. Like, I'm gonna trade with people like that for sure. Does he get a cut? That'd be a nice deal, huh? Don't give him any ideas. Yeah, for ad revenue, let's see. Let me think about this. Well, it's $4.50 per 1,000 views, roughly. So that'd be about $450. But I gotta make more content. What's your plans to customize your arcade? I'm gonna wait until Flightanium offers the inevitable Flightanium custom titanium scales that will not be available until they are sure that everybody has a base version of the knife. But when they inevitably do that, I will absolutely partake. Have I ever handled a mini Evo Typhoon? Yes, I have. Trolls incoming? Where? Let me at them. Let me at old spaghetti wizards. Yeah, they're great. The mini Evos are great. They're just as high quality as the full-size ones. Do I think the arcade will sell out? I don't know. I venture to guess they'll make a lot of them. I mean, think about this. Flightanium and Demco are collaborating. So they can bring the price down on something that they know everybody wants and make a crap load of them. They're going to be made in China. And people are definitely going to want them. So maybe they will sell out, but I imagine they will make a lot. Oh, they're made in Taiwan? Nuh-uh. Are they? I thought Flightanium was making them. Is the arcade made in China or Taiwan? You guys are just saying, yep. Tell me, is it Taiwan? What? Really? What's Flightanium's involvement? Marketing? Is it Flightanium's design? No, not the 8020.5. I know the 8020.5 is made in Taiwan. I'm talking about the arcade. The arcade, somebody type arcade is made in Taiwan. Flightanium is the designer. That's interesting. Wow. So, I think they have those things priced pretty well. It's made in Taiwan. Dude, okay, I'm glad you guys told me that. I did not know that. That's amazing. So they're definitely more limited on production, but also it's kind of cool. I mean, maybe they can still mass, but obviously they can. I mean, think about how many 8020.5s are out there, which I definitely did not have a hand in blowing up. I still think the 8020.5, this is my personal carry. And if you want to know, this thing is permanently out on this desk. This is the knife that I use for everything office related. Everything. The 8020.5 is still a beast. But I have to handle that arcade for sure. Neil Knight, thanks for your donation. I've got Starfield pre-downloaded with work excuse ready for August 31st. Can tell already I'm going deep down a rabbit hole. Oh, definitely. I'm pre-recording content to take 2 days off of recording. That's what I plan to do. That's kind of hard to do. If you think about how much content I put out, to take 2 full days off from recording anything, I have to record a lot of extra content, but I'm definitely going to do it. No, I believe you guys. I mean, if there's that many of you telling me that, I believe you. So I know there's 900 of you watching right now, but I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Hey, but thank you, Shay, for donating those memberships. Everybody, raise your swords for Shay. That was really cool. I'll be right back. Enjoy this Nintendo music. Okay, I'm back. Speed run challenge. Speed run. I would like everybody to guess. We lost 4 viewers. They're like, no, pass. I cannot wait for this guy. I want everybody to guess what knife I'm carrying right now. Stop typing numbers! Bunch of lasagna wizards. Here. What knife am I carrying? Alright, hold on. Now we're getting guesses now. Hold on. I know somebody will get it eventually. Nobody's got it yet. Not that I've seen. Okay, let me give you guys a hint. Let me give you a hint. No one else on Earth has this knife. No one else. Yeah, Holly Young got it. I have my prototype in my pocket. And let me tell you. Oh, let me tell you, it's quite the doozy. For prototype version 1, version 1.0, it will be evolved. It will not be what it is currently. But I have my prototype in my pocket. And let me tell you, you can hear, I'll let you hear it. This version 1.0 could literally go up right now, and I think people would be pretty pumped about it. I am so pleased. No, you're not going to see it. I could have 10 more Gatorades and I wouldn't show it to you. I'm sorry. You think I can't handle peer pressure? There's 1,000 of you. Do your worst. I'm not going to show it to you. No, I can't. Because this is going to go through at least one more prototype phase. But it's amazing how close they got it. It's amazing. So today I did a 20-minute video that's private. And I said, here's everything that's good and here's everything that I think we should change. No, and they knew I was going to change some things. But holy crap. It's pretty great. I'm sorry to be such a tease, but you guys will understand. And believe me when I say, hold on, let me read NC's comment here. I got to hold the prototype of my first design today. That's awesome. It's a crazy feeling, right? Crazy feeling. When it's complete, I will do a video showcasing all of the prototypes. And I'll walk everybody through all of the design changes. I'll explain why we changed certain things. I'll show you guys everything. Because I really think it'll be a fun story. I might even edit in clips of like me talking with the OEM and saying like, here's why I want to do this, here's why I want to do that. But I think it would be pretty cool. Blue balls. Can you win the prototype? No. Historical reasons, I got to do that. But I mean, depending on how many prototypes I receive, I might do a special giveaway. I might do like a 400,000 subscriber, like, you know, one of the prototypes. I might give it away or something like that. Javon's Knife Flicks, thanks for your donation. Have you tried a 3-inch Hinder Eclipse? Curious how it feels to the liner. Yeah, I have. It was cool. I think I might own one if I found the right variation. I had a few issues with it. Like, functionally it was fine. But like just design-wise, I had a few issues. If I ever decide to design another, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and I think you guys know. Maybe I mentioned it in another live stream, but this is officially Project Excalibur. That will be the name of the knife. That's all the details I'm gonna give you. I cannot believe that a pocket knife has not been. I mean, like maybe it has been done before. I'm sure it has, but like a well-known, like, you know, surface level knife has not been named Excalibur. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this bitch from the stone. That's the lamest thing I've ever said in my life. That was terrible. It was terrible. Mark this moment in history. Yes, ultimate cringe. The worst cringe that has ever befallen your poor, crippled soul. If I ever design another one, I will absolutely make a spaghetti monster. I promise you. Or a spaghetti wizard. And like we will do an octopus, you know, high five surprise, blade shape or whatever. Octopus Tuesday high five surprise. For sure. Blade steel you don't get to know yet. It's not M390, I promise. I promise. I'm not going to do that. M390 is not a bad steel, but I mean, come on. Can you imagine? I'm like, hey, here's my ideal design. It's M390. It's not 204p, it's not 20CV or M390. It's none of the variations. You can guess all day, I'm not going to tell you. I'm sorry, I'm missing things. My apologies. 440C. Hold on, let me scroll back up. Mr. Cheezel, would you be willing to tell us the OEM? No, but thank you for the donation. I promise you will know at some point. Fettuccine Wizards here. Have you checked out the production standard from Golden Design Works? No. Oh, wait. Yes. Yes. And I believe that's incoming for reviews. And thank you for all of the donations. You guys are wonderful. Very generous tonight. Thank you guys. Yeah, surprise, it's 7CR13 MOV. Surprise, it's tinfoil with melted butter at the core. It's Sanmai tinfoil and petrified butter at the core. No, yeah, I can't tell you guys the OEM, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Well, number one, I got to be honest, I am thoroughly enjoying the mystery element because I know it's driving people crazy, and it's fun for me. I'm just trying to be honest. It is fun for me, but also I don't want the OEM being harassed and a bunch of questions being asked because I'm not the only project. There are lots of projects. So, don't start grilling random OEMs either. Yeah, the mystery's fun, right? I mean, like, a lot of you guys watch my channel for them. I mean, like, a lot of you guys watch the unboxings for the exact reason that I upload them. They're fun. A lot of times, the vast majority of the time, I don't know what the thing is that's coming in. It's random. And there are so many people sending things where it's just kind of fun to open it up and just react to it, you know? So I know a lot of you guys, like, I mean, just looking at analytics, I know a lot of you enjoy that, right? I do too. That's part of the fun. So I am hyping this up. It is intentional, but I'm also going to deliver, in my opinion, a very high quality product. And for the sole purpose of, you know, living a dream that I've had, you know. That's what I want to do. I want to put something, even if my little mark on the knife world is very small in the grand scheme of things, I would like to leave a mark, you know. And I think some people, I think a lot of people will really like this. And there are going to be people out there who absolutely hate it and say that it's stupid, and that's perfectly fine. The goal here is not to please everybody. The goal here is to do something that I've always wanted to do. It's a passion project. But I'm going to take my time with it and make it really, really great. I want to execute all of this time that I've spent criticizing other people's work and then put something out there myself that other people are perfectly welcome to criticize themselves. I think that's fair, right? In a lot of ways, that's just poetic justice. Sometimes I poop all over other people's stuff. I might as well give everybody an opportunity to poop on my stuff, right? Poop away, spaghetti wizards. Cast your fecal spells upon my craft. God, what a weird line. Oh, man. Oh, man. What did Shabazz say? Even better than Dead. Nick hasn't seen. Nobody's seen it. Me and the OEM. Those are the only people who have seen it. That's it. There's nobody else. There's no way. There's no way you can find anything on it. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time to do the giveaway. Should we get all the knives out? Let's get all the knives out real quick. Okay, so there's 1,000 of you in here. I'm just going to do my plugs real quick. If you want to be a part of the Knights of the Round, the people in chat who are going to showcase all the cool swords that I've got as the exclusive emojis for channel members, this is separate from Patreon. It is not the same thing as Patreon. If you want to be a channel member and get your badge in chat, which will rank up over time the longer you're a member, it's $1.99 a month. You can support the channel that way. And you'll also have the Excalibur emojis that are being shown off in chat by a bunch of people. It's in the description. It's like the second or third link down. That'd be great. If not, that's totally cool. If you want to join my Patreon for exclusive monthly giveaways that are just accessible to patrons, you don't have to do anything else. It's just if you're a patron, you can join. I've got tiers as low as $1 a month. You'll gain full access to everything. There's no difference between the $1 tier and the $50 tier. It's entirely up to you what you want to do there. You'll also gain access to my private knife sales, where I sell a lot of the stuff that I get from manufacturers and retailers for review at a massive, massive discount. 30 to 50% usually is what I do, so they go pretty quick, but I do those fairly often. And you'll be supporting the channel that way. There's kind of there's 670 or so people over there, so there's kind of a little community there. People often will trade or sell knives over there on Patreon as well. So if you want to join that community over there, that's also down in the description. There are upcoming knife sales very, very soon. So if you just want to join for a brief knife sale and then drop, that's totally fine too. But it'll be next week. We'll do at least 2 more knife sales, including 10 knives. So anyways, let's go ahead and get all these bad boys out so you guys can know what's out on the table tonight. This is the CKF Rotten Evo 3.0 and the Polished DLC. We have, of course, the Civivi Vision FG. It's the QSP Variant 3 in 20 CV in titanium. We have the Heretic Wraith version 3 integral. We have the Bestek Sin Wild Lumpy Tanto. We have the button lock, the manual button lock, Boker Kalashnikov, newly released and available on Blade HQ. Use my links. We have the Max Ace Goliath, the new version in titanium with a titanium liner lock and Sanmai SLD Magic. We have the, I'm going to turn these upside down while I lay them down. We have the Knoll Knives Voodoo. This one's in carbon fiber, I think camo carbon fiber. We have the Veli by Hoghouse Knives, which is absolutely one of my favorites of 2023. This knife is majestic. And then we have one of my favorite users right now, the Spartan Harzy folder DLC. We have one of my bank account wreckers, the John Wick 4 Edition Titanium DLC Deadlock with carbon fiber. Holy crap. We have the Hinder XM18 Automatic. Very cool, my most recent trade. We have the most expensive knife in my collection by a landslide, the Marfione and Borka Custom Stitch Titanium and Cracked Ice DLC. And then I really shouldn't touch this one. I really want to keep those colors vibrant. We have the Herman Manticore in what I'm calling Magma Black Timascus and Balbach Damast. Not Damasteel, Balbach Damast. Different company. Okay. Oh, I kind of screwed myself here. I got all the blades out, and I don't have a place to put them. Forgive me here. A couple of these knives are going to have to get put back away and tucked over here to the side. And then we're going to draw. One of the 2 Ultra Premium knives is still in the pouches, so there's a chance, because we're drawing 2 winners tonight, there's a chance that one of you will win something Ultra Premium. But no matter what, if you win tonight, it's something cool. I've made sure that there's something cool in every pouch. I'm going to take this glove off. The glove is kind of a risky situation because while it doesn't leave fingerprints, it also makes things a little more slippery. That's what she said. Okay. Variant's a cool knife, and it's got a really awesome sound to it too. Listen to this. Really tingy, like pennies being thrown at a pile of pennies. Right there. Okay. So the 4 that we have here, right there. Here's the 4. How to enter. This is your last chance to enter. Read these cards. How to enter. Step 1. There's a link in the description. That's the only step. Open the description of this live stream. Right at the top of the description, it says Enter here! Exclamation point. Live participation required, which is absolutely the case. You need to stay here if you want to win. You need to be able to make yourself known in chat so that I can identify you. But you need to click on that link. Commenting in chat does not enter you. I repeat, commenting in chat does not enter you. You need to follow these instructions. You need to click on that link. It's not a scam. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. Just follow the link. It's literally just to keep the bots out of it and to keep all the entries in one place. Click on the link, which is an unlisted video. Only the people here in chat can see it or access it. You click on it and you leave a comment. That's all you got to do. I mean, there's instructions and there's rules and stuff, but essentially that's it. So do these steps real quick and you should be good to go. Give me a sec here. Two winners tonight. Two winners. We traditionally put them over here, don't we? Okay. iPad is charged. Should be at 100%. Let's see. Gotta break the OtterBox case off of it. Why? What's the purpose? Because I have kids, and the kids love the iPad. So you got to do that. Give me a sec. Sorry, man. I'm getting the link from YouTube Studio. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? We've learned that YouTube Studio on the iPad doesn't update. So we actually have to go to YouTube. Domino's? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, we got the link. Let's refresh the page for everybody to see. Whoops. No. Refresh. There we go. Now we're going to scroll up here. Whoops. And we're going to paste this link in. We're going to make sure everybody can see it. That way, if you really want to check and make sure that I'm not trying to fool anybody, you can... Here's the... Can we get all the way back there? Hold on, we have a knock. Give me a sec, guys. What's that? Huh? Yeah. Is it storming? Oh. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I'll get done here quick and then I'll put the dogs in. I didn't realize it was storming. So the dogs are kind of freaking out. So anyways, here's the link. We got to do this fairly quick, guys, because I don't want my dogs out there. They're fine. They have a fully built shelter, but they like to be in the garage when it's storming. So we're going to filter duplicate users. We're going to come down here. And we're going to get YouTube comments. We're going to go quick here, guys, because I can hear them all yelling. I can hear the dogs barking. I got to get them inside. They're okay. This is a storm front, so it's just a loud thunderstorm. We have 1,313 unique comments. Here we go. The winner of the first drawing is Aaron R. Is this all but a dream? I mean... It literally is now for you, Aaron R. We find him in chat. Just a gray A. Give him a sec. Don't say not here. Give him a sec. No way this dude's gonna pass, right? No way. There he is. I see him. I got him. He's right there. Okay. Aaron, tell me real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me which one you want. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Yeah, he's here. Okay, chill out for a sec. Chat, calm down here for a sec so I can see him. I can hear the severe alarms going off. Oh, I can hear it now. Oh, we got a real Kansas storm here now. Yeah, I see you, Aaron. I see you. I'm way in the basement. I mean, we're fortified, but I worry about the dogs. Far right. Okay. Here we go. Far right. Woo! We got the, I think this is the newest version of the off-grid. Is it the Viper V2? Yes. 154 cm, textured G10, and beautiful action made in Taiwan. This is a mid-range knife, so congratulations to Aaron R. All you need to do is email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name, shipping information, and the exact knife that you won, and I will get this shipped out next Friday at the latest. Congratulations. All right, forgive me, we have to go super quick. Aaron, you can rewind the live stream if you need additional instructions there. Let's pick another winner. Here we go. The final winner of the evening. Piece of crap. Go. There he is. That should be easy to find. Denjin Dalsim. Yummy, yummy, please. Just got my first cut last night playing with my knife. Ah, well, then you deserve a new knife. You deserve one. That should be an easy person to find. There he is. There he is. I saw him immediately. Unmistakable profile picture. All right. Denjin, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Which one you want? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 from the left. I see him. Tell me 1, 2, or 3. 3. Gotcha. Here we go. Number 3 is... Oh, he got it. He got the premium one. So this is actually a prototype. It's the EMP EDC relative prototype in titanium. I believe the blade steel is M390, but this is a prototype, so I'll have to get that information from the OEM. But this was the prototype that was sent to me for review, and the designer said go ahead and give it away. So this is a special one for sure. It's 20 CV, fantastic. So EMP EDC relative, and that means that for the final giveaway, I'll have to include an additional premium knife to make it interesting. So here we go. Congrats. Wow. Congratulations. Okay. You got it, bud. Please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your full name and shipping information. I'll ship it no later than Friday of next week. Please include the name of the knife that you want as well, just because it makes it a little bit easier for me. Again, that's the EMP EDC relative. Winners tonight, you'll be receiving knives with their original packaging. Both knives are completely and totally unused and will remain that way until you receive them. And then you can do whatever you want. Okay. I hate to cut this short, guys, but I got to get those doggos inside. Got to get them safe. Got to get them sheltered. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my channel members. Really feeling blessed to be here and doing what I do. So, I hope you all have an excellent rest of your Friday evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.